Alright gang, welcome back to our one-tile challenge here on Calm Lands. It's October, rains in the forecast, a very cloudy day today, and as you can tell, we are hurting for funds. We got hurt pretty bad overnight from the fees and the everything else because we've got rid of a lot of things that were helping us out in that fashion, but that's okay, we'll be alright. We've got you know, 2 windmills going for us now, which are helping us out a little bit, so when 9 o'clock hits, we should gain a little bit of money. We're also going to throw some of the coarse salt over into a road salt production, and it'll chew through that and obviously make us a little bit of money. We have some silage that's also ready to be sold. Again, it has not been able to chew through every bit that we put in there. There's still about, well, 26,000, you can see exactly 26,000 liters of grass remaining in there that needs to be accomplished, but we do have 47,000 in there that we can go ahead and sell. Now, I can sell it directly from the pole, or I can sell it trailer load by trailer load, and we'll probably go the trailer load by trailer load because we get a little bit of extra money, I think, going that approach. Let me see if I need to do anything else here. Yeah, there's a tiny little strip down the middle that needs to be fertilized. I don't have a whole lot of fertilizer, though, so I'm kind of tempted to maybe just let that go in hopes that maybe, it's only 99 liters though, it's not really that much, but I was going to say in hopes that maybe we could drill one of the fields today. I don't think we're going to be able to do all 3 today. We don't have any money as it is. Maybe once we sell the silage, maybe we'll have enough money to do it. Actually, we should have enough money after we do the silage, I think, to buy 1 more pallet of fertilizer. That's really what we need. We need another pallet of fertilizer. Currently, we don't have that money for it, right? But I do think once we get the silage sold, we will, so let's go ahead and do it. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Full of transparency here, I am recording this video before the last one came out when we got lucky enough with the used rice harvester. So that was a miracle from the heavens, man. An absolute miracle from the Farming Simulator gods. I think a lot of people had mentioned that, you know, just let the rice go, just let it wither. It's not really going to be worth it, the amount of money you spend on it, and you probably would have been right. That's probably what we were going to do, but we got super lucky. Super lucky. Alright, I went ahead and unloaded the small amount of fertilizer that was in there, because we are going to try to put it into the drill today, and hopefully utilize that and get one of the fields drilled, and the other 2 can be an oat field, right? If we don't have enough money, but I think with the silage we'll be okay. So then we just have to decide if we're going to do 2 wheat fields or oat fields. I'll probably do 2 wheat fields as long as we're able to buy what we need, and I think we will be. I mean, it's a lot of silage we're going to be taking here, right? That's a lot of silage, and I think silage is relatively okay right now. Well, the price itself, as we know, does not really fluctuate all that much, but it should be the best right around now, I think. Yeah, it is exactly the best right now, actually. 121 is the average best. We're getting 120 at the farmer's market, 118 at our little farmer's market, which we're going to just sell it to ours. There's no reason to spend the wear and tear and the gas to go all the way to the other one for $2 or $3 more. Evidently, everyone's saying that we do get a slight bonus by selling it at our own market shop, but I haven't really done the math to verify if that's actually the case or not, but probably is the case. We went up $20 at 9 o'clock. I don't know if you saw that. We were at 70, we went to 90. So yeah, the silage here is definitely going to get us enough, because we're going to have probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 trailer loads we're going to be taking over here, and we're getting 1,211 per. We'll have enough to buy another pallet of fertilizer. We'll be good. I also would like to get the rice field re-drilled, but I don't think we can do that yet. Yeah, we cannot do the rice field until April. So we just need to plow that up, but we can do that really at any point. It doesn't need to be today. I'd rather focus on things that have to be done today, and by have to be done, I mean things that can be done today, can be drilled in the ground, which is wheat and barley are the only things we can do. Probably not going to sell any of the pallets of stuff we have. The eggs should be best to sell, I think, in November. So that'll be a little bit of income for us next month as well, which will be nice. So we got a few more loads here to do. Let's see how much money we can get out of this. I'm hoping we get closer to like 6,000 or something like that. I think that would be really good. That would give us a little bit more buffer. And then we can kind of see where we get to. All right, we sold all of that. We got the plow taken care of here on this field. And I went up and bought another pallet of solid fertilizer here because I knew we were going to need it. Got everything kind of set here. Got the drill out and everything else ready to go. So we can go ahead and hook up into it. Now, I did not plow a second field yet. I still think we're going to probably do 2 fields today, but just in case I didn't plow the second field for the time being, I want to go ahead and get this one done first and see where we get to. $5,257 left after buying the fertilizer. So we ended up getting a little bit more than what I had wanted. I wanted about 6,000. We ended up getting around just over 7,000, which is fantastic, right? It's really good. So we've got a little bit of money now, but it's obviously it's not quite enough money for us to do anything major with. What I would like to do soon, I mentioned this, I don't know if it's the last episode, it might have been a couple episodes ago, it might have been both episodes, I really don't remember at this point, but I would like to, let me turn on the steering assist here so I can talk while we're moving along here and make sure that I'm staying on target. What I would like to do is get this OZN stone collector, but it's 15 grand. We obviously don't have 15 grand right now, but we can start saving up for it, right? Start keeping everything as close as we can here to our funds here and try to get to that point. Now, next month is November, which means we will be selling the remainder of the canola. We've got still a decent chunk of canola. I think it's about 8,000 liters or so. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. But I think it's about 8,000 liters that we have remaining of canola. The wheat and the barley, or the oat. Is it wheat and oat? Yeah, wheat and oat. I don't think they're going to be sold until January-ish. Yeah, December or January for the wheat and the oat. The canola, though, as you can see, it's best actually in November. It's not a bad price right now. It's actually dropping at our little market, but we're going to hold on to it one more month and see if it goes up a little bit. Even though it's not a ton of extra money, but I would like it because right now we're kind of hurting for money. Given the situation I put ourselves in, I probably should, as mentioned a number of times, should not have done the rice as early as I have, but that's okay. It's there, so there's nothing we can do about it. Now... did not mean to do that. Now, these are really big stones here, right? I know a number of people have mentioned, hey, just, you know, use your roller, it'll roll back down, and you'll get rid of the stones. It gets rid of some of them. These are too big now. They are massive stones. These are not I mean, there's going to be a couple of them, sure, but these are not really going to be able to be rolled back into the ground. We really need that stone picker, and what I would like to do once we get that stone picker is I'd like to put down a production where it'll take the stones and crush them and turn them into lime for us. So then we have a lime production right here on the farm, and yeah, that'll help us out a lot because a lot of these fields need lime. I think this one specifically needs lime for sure. Actually, you know what? Now that I said that, this might be the one that doesn't need lime. I forget. Oh, this is the one where there's a tiny little section in the middle that we didn't do lime. So basically, it doesn't need lime. It's the other ones that need lime. These guys over here all need lime. And obviously, we already have canola in this one, so we're not going to be putting lime on that one this harvest. But these two, we absolutely can and should put lime down on. So we can try to gain a little bit of an extra increased yield there out of those as well. As far as the animals go, I think everybody's okay. The chickens have enough food for the time being. They've got enough water and food for the time being, so they have started to eat a little bit of the meadow, it looks like, which is kind of weird to me. Maybe it's because... I don't know. Maybe it's because I put those windmills in there that it removes some of it, so maybe that's the max for it now. I don't know. But either way, they are fine on food as well. Eventually, we are going to have to figure out something, since we got rid of our water tank, or whatever you want to call it. We will get something else put down. But before we do that, I want to upgrade our salt marsh. Remember, I talked about in the last episode, I'd like to, you know, increase it, or I guess it's the last couple of episodes I've talked about this as well, that I want to increase our salt marsh from the one we have to the large one, the large scale one. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we get the flour of salt out of there. I'll probably get the fine salt out of there too, honestly, because it's going to be close. By the time the flour of salt pops out, it's going to be really close as well. So, but once those are done, we will be selling that production and putting down the big one. And that, after we do that, we'll kind of figure out how much room we got and where we can put the water tank at, or whatever we decide to do with the water. But for the time being, they both have enough water that they can survive probably until January or February, and we should absolutely be done by then. Now, as far as the flour of salt goes, I'm pretty sure that's already passed on the best time to sell that. And we've looked at that many times, I know, but you'd think I'd have it all memorized now, but I just don't. Yeah, it was in September. Whoop! It was in September, so... But, I mean, if it spawns next month, which is what it looks like it's going to do, I mean, it should be relatively still a decent price for us. Now, are we going to sell it then? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We might keep it and hold on to it, but the odds are we probably will sell it because we're probably going to need the money. The crawfish, we know those are not good right now, so we're not going to be selling that. The clothes, we also know is not good, so we're not going to be selling that. We do have a full pallet of wool over there. We will be taking that over here to Grandma's house, or Grandma's knitwear. So they can continue trying to make some more clothes for us. Today we're also going to be putting down our construction project. As you know, one of the side objectives, but it's absolutely an objective that we are going to accomplish, is doing some kind of constructible project. And our constructible project is going to be a house. And it appears that most people have decided... actually, here, I'll show you when we're done here. But they've decided to go with a specific one. There were some mixtures. Some people wanted one or the other. And then there were a couple of, you know, smaller votes for the other ones that were in there. But it was pretty much almost completely one-sided to the one that I said I thought we would probably want to do. The one that I felt fit in best with the farm itself and the challenge itself. So we'll show you that in a minute. We will probably put that down today. It's going to be probably I'm still kind of deciding on where I want to put it, but we're going to put it down today. I just have to figure out exactly where we want to put it. I kind of want to put it up there, but at the same time, I kind of want to put our coal production up there. We are going to put that coal production down and get rid of this sell point, but that's obviously not going to be happening for a little bit. We need $40,000, $45,000, whatever it is, to get the coal production. So we're nowhere near that money right now. Now, maybe once winter's done and we're able to sell the rest of our crops, then yeah, maybe then we might be able to, but for the time being, definitely not going to be happening. So I'm going to put this away for right now. We're probably going to do a second field, honestly, now that I kind of see how much is still in here. We still have a decent amount of solid fertilizer. It should be enough for us to do another field. Even if it wasn't, right, we could always go up to the shop and buy more. We now have 5,401. We've got a little bit of breathing room. And that should continue to get better as we continue to sell more of the silage, right? There's still a little bit of silage in there. That grass will be ready to mow soon again as well. Oh, we also gained a few more animals as well in the sheep pen. I think we only have room for one more, I think. Yeah, 28 out of 29. So we've got some more babies in there. You can see them right there. Look at them hanging around. Grass is almost as tall as they are. You can't even hardly see them. So go drop this off at Grandma's Knitwear here, and then we'll take a look and see where we're going to go next. Well, I had thought about doing some rolling here, gang. You know how much I hate rolling, but we are just spinning here. We are not even... We're barely moving. Our wheels are just spinning. I think it might be have to do with the rain a little bit. I don't know. We didn't have this issue before with the roller. So I don't know what's going on here, but... that ain't going to work. We're just going to have to not have that one be rolled, I guess. And perhaps I just sell the roller then and we get a little money back if that's going to be the case. Maybe I should hold on to it and make sure, wait for it to stop raining and see what happens. I mean, I swear we rolled all those fields over there and it didn't have any problems at all. So it has to be something to do with the rain, which I don't think I've experienced that yet. Anyway, we'll put it back over here for now and we'll figure it out, I guess. When it stops raining, I guess we'll try it again. Now, this grass field does need a second application of fertilizer. But it says it already says it's ready to harvest. So I don't even know if it's actually going to do anything. I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to hold off. I won't even do it. I'm afraid if I put it down there, I would just be wasting it. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. We are at a brood stock as well. I don't want to spend the money on it right now. We'll hold off on it for a little bit. All right, we're going to go ahead and start plowing up this field. I started thinking about doing a few other things, and it just wasn't really working out how I had it envisioned when I started looking at it. So I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to think about it a little bit more before we do it. Plus, we don't have that much money anyway. So probably better off for us to go ahead and get something else in the ground. So we'll go ahead and plow this field up. We're spinning a little bit here as well, but that's because of the rain. But we're doing a lot better with this than we were with the roller. And I would have thought the roller would have been easier to do, but what do I know? I just play the game. What do I know? So we're going ahead and getting this taken care of. Looks like we might have just killed slightly a little bit of the canola there. Oops. I guess I need to clean that up a little bit. The line here is a little weird. It's kind of over into our little grass area, as you can see, but for the most part, it's not really harming anything, so... Now, we do need to do a service to the tractor again. We haven't... There was a couple of tractors that have been out there, but we have had other plans or could just simply couldn't afford it at that time, whatever it may have been. Okay, I don't know why we're going that way. Why would you take us that way? Doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, we'll continue down this path then, I guess. So we still have this tractor, and it's gonna be our workhorse for the foreseeable future here, because we just don't have the money for anything else. Anything else come out in the used market yet? An electric conversion, huh? I mean, that thing is super nice, but it's $117,000. We don't have anywhere near that, and we're not gonna have anything near that for a while. Maybe down the road we'll be able to pick that up, but that's not gonna be today. So from what I can tell, we're going to need around, give or take, $20,000 to $23,000 for us to be able to upgrade the salt marsh that I want to do. We're going to get a little bit of money back from the one we're going to eventually sell. Now, when we put this big one down, we're not really going to have a whole lot of room for a second one, more than likely. And so that's kind of the reason why I decided I'm going to go with the approach of just upgrading it versus putting two down. It's going to give us a little bit more overall. It's going to look better. Has a little bit more storage to it as well, which is, all those things are all good for us. I think it might produce very, very similar to the one that we currently have, which is, there's 3 different levels. There's a small, a small level, I guess. I don't even know how you would describe it. I guess it's a smaller level, smaller version of it. Then there's the medium version, which is what we currently have, and then there's a large version of it, which takes up a lot of real estate for this type of a challenge. So it needs to be producing us with a decent amount for us to be able to utilize taking up that kind of space, right? We are sliding heavily sliding here. Let's try to get this done. We're gonna get this drilled. I think I'm gonna put wheat in this one as well. We're just gonna go wheat both times. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go wheat. I think wheat overall is the better price. Actually, it might not be. It might be barley, actually, now that I'm saying that. They're like the same. $5.60 versus $5.89. So yeah, wheat's slightly better. Yeah, we'll put wheat in. Again, we'll do 2 wheat fields, and then we'll save the other field to be an oat field. I'm going to turn the steering assist back on. It's going to go over. It's going to overlap a little bit of it, but that's okay. We're at least back on track here. Lots of weeds in this field. We're going to get them all taken care of, and we'll get it drilled. And then maybe we do some lime for this field as well. So it's just dawned on me that OBS has not been recording as I had asked it to do. So you haven't seen me plow the rest of the field up or the beginning here of doing the drilling, but we're underway, I guess is how I'll put it. The rain has stopped. We are going to attempt to try to roll again now that the rain has stopped and see if it makes any bit of a difference at all. I'm kind of expecting it not to, but maybe it really is in regard to the rain, and that's the reason why we weren't able to pull the roller. I don't know. We didn't have any issues before, so perhaps that's all it was, but we'll find out, I guess, soon enough. So I will finish up the drilling here, and we'll get the roller out, and we'll see what happens. And then we'll see if we can figure out where we're going to put the construction project for the house at, which I'll show it to you really quick while we're on the path here. So the decision has been made. We are going to go with this house right here, which I agree with. I think this is the one that fits the theme of what we're doing here the best. And so that's what we're going to go with. There were other choices, or by other choices, I mean, there were people that said they wanted this one. There were people that said they wanted this one. I don't think anybody said this one, though. Maybe one person. So, but anyway, that's the one we're going to go with. I'm pretty happy with that choice, so good on you for picking that one if you chose that one. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll do a construction project for the other houses at some point as well, down the line on a different series, I'm sure. Let's get to work. Well, we're rolling here, gang, and it's working perfectly fine. So I guess it has to do with the rain. I didn't think that was the case, but I guess it is. I feel like that didn't happen in FS22. Maybe it did. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. It's been a weird episode today for me. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Anyway, smaller rocks here, so obviously a lot of these are getting pushed down into the ground, if not all of them, so that's really good, right? So that's going to help for the most part here. Now, not all of them, clearly, but a good chunk of them are getting pushed down, so. For some reason, there's a little strip that was left there in the middle. I'm not really sure why, but nonetheless, it's there, so we'll have to run back down that path and fix that as well, but not too bad here. We've got to put some lime down still on this field. I'm going to put some lime down on that other field over there. Actually, no, that's the one that doesn't really need it, except for that one little spot. But this one definitely needs some lime. I think we will put lime down on this. It should only take a few seconds to do so. Honestly, we'll probably buy 2 pallets of lime. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Now there's a forage wagon mixer in there as well. Okay, we're getting all kinds of really big stuff. Now, since we've only done 2 fields there, we're only going to be doing 2 fields today. We might have enough fertilizer in there. It's in the drill currently, but we might have enough fertilizer there to utilize it for the second application. Obviously, if you unload the drill itself and give it a shot. Hopefully we will. I really don't want to spend any more money for the rest of the season here on fertilizer, if at all possible. The oats we're not going to be drilling until March. So, I mean, we're getting to the point here where we're going to have less to do. It's going to be more of the mowing of the grass and whatever else we can come up with here. As far as putting down the constructible house, I'm going to put it down, I think, between now and the next episode. I talked about probably doing it together here with you now, but I think I'm going to hold off and kind of play around with it a little bit. There's a couple areas I want to put it into, and I'm going to kind of show you those areas really quick here. So more than likely it's going to be up here, like I said. This is a pretty flat little corner right here. I also don't mind it right here. Now, this is not flat, but I might be able to make it work here as well. So it's going to probably be in one of those 2 spots. I mean, I guess I could potentially put it here, but I'd have to sell this and move it because I don't want to put it up here against the edge. And we're going to be getting rid of this eventually anyway, so we're going to need more space here. Now, this is probably going to have to be moved too. There's a lot of things we've got to kind of figure out and move around, I think. And I kind of said that at the beginning of the series, right? That once we get a little bit further along and we've got things more solidified, we're probably going to move some stuff around. We're going to have better ideas where things are going to go, and then that way we'll be able to, well, quite frankly, we'll have a better spot to put everything. That fits better, right? And we're not wasting as much space. We've got to be very cognizant of the space, and that's kind of the thing here, right? If we're going to have to get rid of that sell point and put something else down, it might be a little bit bigger, right? So we might need to move it. Who knows? We'll have to figure that out as we move along. I'll get the rest of this rolled up. I'm going to go up there, pick up the lime, get everything hooked up, and I'll be back with you on the fields here when we get the lime. All right, we've got the lime here. I've got the hopper here filled. We've got 2 pallets here that we're kind of pulling behind, and we're just going to put an application here and kind of go from there. Now, this one I think only needed a little bit, and I might have already missed part of what we needed to do. I did. It's actually here in the middle, but that's all right. A little extra lime is not going to hurt it. So this should take care of this field. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we just got to do the other field now. And we should have enough lime here, I think, to be able to accomplish this. So in the next episode, that grass field is probably going to be fully ready to mow. It is ready to mow right now, but it'll probably be at the next growing stage, which means we should get a slightly bigger yield out of it. And we'll be able to sell all of the canola as well, which will help us, right? We'll have a little bit more funds to play with. Might be able to implement a few other things with it, potentially. Obviously, it's just going to depend. We only have like 8,000 or 9,000 liters, I think, left of it, so it's not like it's a ton. But it will absolutely put us in a better spot as far as funds in the bank goes, which is huge. Because since we've had that issue with the rice field, we really have been hurting. I kind of put myself in a bad spot, but we got lucky enough to get out of it with that used harvester. If we didn't have that used harvester, that rice, as mentioned in the comments, would have just been, well, quite frankly, it would have just been it would have been withered, and probably we would have just plowed it back up again and had to re-drill it at a later date when we had enough money. But 1 in a billion chance, probably billion's not really the right word. I don't know how many actual mods and actual, machinery that we currently have installed, but whatever it is, whatever that machinery installed amount is what we really had to be able to get that accomplished. So very, very lucky. Now, these two fields that have the canola in it, the next time we harvest them, we are going to have to put some lime down. Obviously, it needed lime. We could not do it at that time period. But the rest of the fields are going to be able to have the lime put on them, so that's going to be good. That'll put them in a better spot overall. All right, okay, come on, please stop, thank you. This is going to be another situation where there's going to be a little strip down the middle that's not going to be not going to have lime put down it, but we'll see how much lime we have left in that pallet. It's probably not going to be much, and probably is going to be the same situation that we had up there, where there's going to be a little bit that's going to be left without having lime on it. But some is better than none, so we'll take it. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the whole field done for sure without having to go back up there and buy more. Now, we could go up there and buy more. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. It'd probably be beneficial for us to do so, right? I'm going to go get more. Why not? I'll go get more. I'll go get 2 more pallets worth. It's not very expensive. So, I mean, it's less than $1,000 for 2 pallets worth. So, we'll get some more. Okay, we're back. And just this little strip here to do, and we're done. Shouldn't take us too long. Alright, that's done. We're just going to go down the middle, even though we're going to waste a little bit. I get that. I wish I could... You know what? Actually, I don't think I've actually looked. Is there a way... There's not. I was going to say, is there a way to change the actual spread width here on this? But there's not. I might have looked at that early on in the series. I don't remember. But either way. Yeah, there's no way to do that. So we're not going to be able to do that one, unfortunately. That's alright. We'll just kind of pop down the middle here. I'm just going to turn that off. Okay, I actually need to unload these. I thought I was going to be able to just pick them up directly, or fill up the hopper directly from the front there, but evidently that's not close enough. So I'm going to drop those down. That's fine. I thought I would try that out because I didn't do that the first time. I should have probably the first time, but it's alright. We're close enough. So we head over here and we'll finish up this last bit. And with that, gang, we're going to leave the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe button, all that stuff. Helps me an absolute ton. Free to do. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas. You know the drill. Let me know down below. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to my 12 members. Cannot thank you guys enough. I'll see you in the next episode.